Hey guys, BassGeek here, and I've got an unboxing for you. I want to show you what I actually spent my money on the last two Expos. I want to talk to you first about the East Tennessee Fishing Show and Expo. Now, I went there and you guys seen the video. I know it was a long video. I thought about breaking that video up into two parts, but you know what? I just thought, hey, let's just dump it all out there. Let all the people that come by, more than likely that video you're going to kind of go through, find where maybe you guys said hi, or maybe your interview about your product. I figured you'd just kind of skip through all the fluff in it anyway, so I just went ahead and threw it all out there. I do want to say thanks to all the companies, the awesome companies that I got to meet down there, the awesome people that I got to meet. It was really overwhelming. I really didn't think that there would be that many people for a small channel like me that kind of recognize me or watch my videos, and it was pretty crazy. It seemed like every time I'd stop at a booth or be walking around, I'd have somebody go, "Hey, BassGeek," and man, that's awesome. Don't ever not come up and talk to me if you see me out. If you see me on the water, I told a lot of guys, I said, if you see my old red and white Triton out there and I'm on the lake that you guys fish a lot, man, you zoom right over there to me, talk to me. I love to talk to you guys, and I tell you this all the time at the end of my video. I love to talk to you guys about fishing, whether that be on the water or off the water, whether it be, in a restaurant, on the street, in a tackle shop. Guys, come talk to me. I love it. It's awesome. It's humbling, the amount of people that come by and said hey to me. And I want to give all of you guys, even the ones that didn't want to be on camera, a big shout out and say thank you. I can't tell you how many people that told me how much they enjoyed my videos and how much they learned from my videos, and that's pretty humbling, guys. I just like to share with you what I know, and what I know is not a lot. So I'll probably be running out of videos to do very shortly. But, I'll share things with you as I learn. And I try to make sure that I share with you all the details that I think about. And sometimes, I may put in too much, and sometimes I kind of forget things as we're going and don't put in enough. Anyway, I want to show you all the gear that I bought at these last two expos. The last expo that I'm going to talk to you about was Watson's Marine. They do a great open house. They don't really call it an expo. It's an open house. And they have more pros there in a small tackle shop than you will see anywhere else. It's amazing. It's super cool. I got a picture of me and Hank Parker. Hey, most of you guys that follow my other social media have seen this. I didn't do any interviews. I didn't film that because I was really just super busy. Kind of had to stop in. Didn't get to work that expo with my buddy or my sponsors. So I just got to stop in for a little bit, say hey to everybody. I appreciate the guys that I got to talk to out there. And Hank Parker, of course, if you follow my other social media, two Hanks better than one. And, hopefully you guys will check Watson's out and get out there to see Watson's sometimes. It's an incredible tackle shop, and they sell boats there too. So it's a full service marine and tackle shop. I love Watson's. I want to say hey, Chopper, get well soon, brother. All right, let's get on to showing you what I actually spent my money on. All right, guys, so forgive me if I look a little disheveled. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been kind of organizing, prepping for the upcoming tournament season. So just for you guys that have asked and that do follow my limit series, I am bringing the limit series back. I'm going to title it a little different. I think it really hurt how a lot of guys were able to find the limit series, but the limit series is going to be back this year, hopefully better than ever. I'm going to share with you how I prepare, my practice days, the good, bad, the ugly, and I'll let you know what's going on. Now, I will tell you that I may be fishing 2 divisions this year. So I may fish the BFL Mountain Division. I'm already entered in one of those tournaments. I'm going to fish that division with my buddy Tim, who is going to fish as a boater. So I've linked up with him. I'll be fishing those as a co-angler. Now, I am going to practice, because my home division is the volunteer division. I am going to practice as a boater, so out of my own boat, on the volunteer division. So I'll start practicing on Norse. So you guys may not see some of these fishing videos as they're done, because of course I don't want anybody seeing the videos before the tournament actually comes up and seeing what I find, or what I don't in some cases. So I may not fish every single tournament, but I am going to go and practice for it so that I can get better, because my plans next year is to fish the volunteer division as a boater. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to practice for those, and I'll share all of that with you. I'm going to share every single bit of what I'm going to do this year, whether I fish it, whether I don't. If I don't find anything on the Norse division that I feel like I can go out and be competitive on, I won't fish it, but I will share the videos with you and let you know if I'm going to do it. Now, South Holston is a lake that's near and dear to my heart, and I fish it a whole lot. And so even if I don't fish the Norse tournament, because maybe I don't feel confident enough to go out there and do it, still could enter the very next tournament, which is South Holston. And I know a few things about that lake and feel like I could maybe be competitive as the year goes on. Anyway, so I'm going to fish as a co-angler in the mountain division and possibly as a boater in the volunteer division. So keep up with me, follow up, and let's see how it goes. All right, so now let's get to the unboxing. So one thing I want to show you, and I believe they are on the website. You can purchase these now, and if they're not, they're going to come out real soon. But I did pick me up. Now, I'm a company guy, and I sold my gray one. But this is my white one. And this one is Living on the Ledge. This is Ledge Head Lures t-shirt. I love this shirt. It's a great logo. And you guys make sure you go out, support Ledge Head, pick some of these up. They're awesome shirt, awesome design. Now, something that they came out with for the Expo in Knoxville, something just this year, and something that I've been begging for. Now, for you guys that don't know and that haven't checked into Ledge Head, they don't only do big swim bait heads, so like the big 5 and 6 inches that you see me use a lot of times. They actually do micro versions of those heads that are designed specifically for the smaller swim baits. So like your swinging impacts, gosh, I can't remember the others, but they're not the fat swinging impacts, but they're the other Kitex, the slicks, the kind of made the same way as all the swimming flukes and all that stuff. But I've actually been dying for a 1/2 ounce head. I've been dying for a 1/2 ounce head in that. And so Ledge Head has finally came out with a 1/2 ounce head for the smaller swim baits. I'm super stoked about that. Cannot wait to get these out and fish them. That is awesome. I basically stole those out of his booth while we were down there. Sorry, Tim. All right. So another thing that I'm really excited about, and considering that the first tournament of the year is going to be in February, something that I think might really work, and that is, I bought these from Razer Custom Lures. He actually does some really cool paint jobs, and he had something there that really caught my eyes. Now, I didn't get to talk to him. I didn't get to do an interview, but one of the things that he had was some really cool painted up blade baits. So these, I may very well be fishing these smaller blade baits out in some deeper water and just, hopping them. Ben Nowak's got a great video on how to fish these smaller style blade baits. You guys should go check that out. Now, another lure, they didn't have these in the first Expo I worked, which was the one in Kingsport at the Meadowview Convention Center, but he did have one that he was showing me. And you guys know I'm a big Cumberland Lures fan, and he actually does these monstrous feathers. I mean, guys, these are awesome. I cannot wait to get these out. Now, the great thing about these, there's gizzard shad in almost every lake I fish. And these gizzard shad get enormous. So the good thing about these is they really mimic the bigger gizzard shad. So I cannot wait to get these out and try them out. I picked up one in the 1 ounce and one in the 5/8 ounce. But these are gorgeous, huge feather jigs, preacher jigs. They actually call them prayer jigs, and let me tell you, you better be praying, because when you get bit on those, you better be praying that you can hang on. So you did see me actually go into and talk to the Pro Glow Lures booth. They got some really cool stuff, some good looking baits, some diverse baits, and that's something that I'm a big fan of. And one of the things that you actually see them talk about early, and it was one of the things that I was really excited about. I'm not so excited about, you know, the glow stick and stuff. I mean, I can see when, especially around smallmouth, since it's got a yellow, and he does have some, I think, in different colors. But something for me, fishing Clearwater, that I don't get to throw a whole lot, and he's got one that looks great. It's almost translucent. It's almost my ghost shad color, and it is the Lipless Crankbait. Now this is his version, and it is a 2.5 inch blue pearl black back, and it is completely translucent. I don't know if you can see that, but it is awesome. Now what I do like about this is you can actually take the BBs out so that it's silent. So again, it's a super diverse bait. You can actually make it so that it runs just like a lipless crankbait with a lot of rattle, and you can actually change the side by maybe adding your own BBs or your own bearings, glass, so you can actually change the way this thing sounds coming through the water. That is a diverse bait, and guys, you know that's something that I love. And in the Clearwater that I fish, I've really been looking for a good lipless bait that I can maybe catch a few fish on. I'm super excited about getting this out and testing. Now, as we start to approach the late winter, early spring, the real pre-spawn, so to speak, time of year, one of my favorite baits to start throwing is the Alabama. I know a lot of you guys have actually seen these out on a lot of other YouTube channels. As a matter of fact, one of my good friends, Cody from Bass Bullies TV, actually put in on, I think it's What's Bar. Sorry, Cody, if you didn't want me to tell anyone that. But he actually put together I think it was right around a 20-pound bag, won a tournament on these particular Alabama rigs. And what's really unique about them is that they're light and they're very diverse. So if you get them hung, you pull something, you pull it loose, you know, from a log, you break a arm off of them. The good thing about it is you can just order more arms, replacement arms for these. They're really neat. I picked up two full size that I'm excited about. The Dominator with blades, the Blades of Glory, and the Dominator without. Like I said in my Alabama rig video, if you guys want to go back and watch it, there's a time and place for each. And, you know, you can go back and watch how I use and how I approach Alabama rig fishing in that video. But here's the two that I'm really super excited about from a co-angler aspect. Early spring, late winter. One of the big things in my area when it comes to tournaments is the Alabama rig bite. And as a co-angler, you know, you want to use smaller versions, finessier versions of things. You're looking for numbers of bites more than you are for size. Now, size is great if you can be on, you know, a bite with your boater, but you're really 90% of the time preparing, you know, to go out and try and catch those smaller fish that maybe, hopefully, your boater's not targeting. And so what I picked up was the Mini Finesse, which has no blades on it whatsoever, and the mini blades of glory. And you can see in comparison the size difference of these particular A-rigs. So a very finessey A-rig, going to be able to put on some smaller swim baits, which you'll see later in this video. And that's why I picked up the smaller versions. Really been interested in throwing maybe a more finesse Alabama rig in a lot of different situations anyway, and this is going to give me the chance. And as always, one with blades and one without. You know, clear water depending on the day, even slightly stained to dirty water depending on the day. Sometimes they're going to want a blade and sometimes they're not. So with those finessier A-rigs, I wanted to pick up some smaller jig heads and, you know, bigger hooks, smaller weights on them. And because generally I throw a 1/8 is about as low as I go, because of the lakes that we fish tend to be steep, deep reservoirs. So these are 3/0 and 5/0 in the 1/16 weight. So super finessey hooks and Alabama rig jig heads. I can't wait to get out there and try this out during some tournament practice and see what's going on with it. So a couple of the other things that I picked up, really for the co-angler side, the Cumberland division that I'm going to be fishing this year, I really needed to pick up a couple more spinning combos. And you know, I don't use spinning gear a whole lot. You guys that's been around my channel know the old egg beater doesn't come out until winter time most of the time for me. So what I did, I can't remember the name of this particular tackle company. If you're out there, you remember me, make sure you say something in the comments, and I'll go ahead and pin your comment and let everybody know who you are. So I apologize to you guys for that, first off. But secondly, they had a great deal on some rods and some reels. And so what I did is I went ahead and picked up a couple of the Lew's speed spins in the 300 series, which is generally my go-to size. These are awesome little reels, and I got them super cheap. You know, they're 5:2 to 1 gear ratios, good looking reels. Really can't wait to throw these on the rod, line them up, and get them out on the water and get them tested out. But I did pick up 2 of those. So moving along, that same bait and tackle company actually had their Halo Daylight series on sale, 3 for $100. So what I did is I went ahead and I picked up 2 spinning rods, 2 spinning rods to go with those spinning reels. So I picked up 2 of the Daylight spinning combos, 7-foot. One of them is a medium power. The other, you know, a little more finessey. It is a medium light power. So that's going to give me a good range on some baits that I'm going to be throwing this year during my tournaments. Now the third rod is special to you guys because I'm doing my 7,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to tell you how to enter that at the end of this video, and this rod is part of that giveaway. So this is the Daylight, or the Halo Daylight 7-foot medium heavy rod, and this will be going to one lucky winner along with 4 jigs, 3 or 4 bags of trailers for those jigs, the line, and the reel that I've showed you in a previous video. All right. Last but not least, I've really been needing, again, if some of you guys have been watching my old videos, you've seen on a jerkbait, I've kind of been missing some bites. And I believe that's because I'm using a rod that is too fast. You know, I'm pulling that away before those fish can really get up there and get hold of that bait. I like, when it comes to treble hooks, I like baits, I like buggy whip style rods. So my jerkbait rod, generally, I like a 7-foot medium moderate action. And that's what I picked up right here with Fitzgerald rods. This is the Versa series that I showed you in the last one. It's got microwave. It's got one microwave guide right here at the beginning. I'm super excited about trying to get that out there, testing it out. I'll make sure I do a review on this and let you know what I think. So last but not least, for the Knoxville Expo, one of the baits that I'm truly excited about and really want to get better, because I see how they catch big bass, and that is the Ledge Hog big blade baits. The Ledge Hog is a massive blade bait. I think this is maybe an ounce and a half. This is their 4-inch size. This is their medium size. It actually gets bigger. It's like a 5-inch. I think it goes up to like 3 ounces. Make sure you watch that Expo video. I do a great interview with those guys, and they really go into detail. So I picked up this one. This is the Olive Ice Shad. Really excited about that color. It's a good looking clear water color. But one of the things that I'm really super excited about from Ledge Hog is their Scissor Jig. Now you guys really need to go watch that, and I'll put a card right here somewhere that really shows you how this works. But you want to talk about a really innovative bait. You can see there's no weed guard on this. There's 2 hooks right there, and how this thing works is that when the fish bite, it double pins them. And I mean, that couldn't be easier to push apart. It is awesome. There's a nice, like I said, there's a nice little trailer keeper right here in the middle that you just screw your trailer up on. And guys, this was the last one that they had, and so I definitely went ahead and picked that up. Can't wait to get that out and try it. All right. So that pretty much does it, and I know you've noticed the wardrobe change. I was testing out a new camera that I got. I picked up a new GoPro with a Rode mic, you know, hoping that it's going to help me solve some of my on-the-water audio issues that I know some of you that have watched my videos before in the past, when I'm out fishing, you notice the hums and, you know, the static. So I'm trying to make better quality videos that isn't going to drive you crazy when you got those earbuds or anywhere else. Apparently I had some user error with it the other day and didn't film this part of the video. Got the beginning, got the end, didn't get the middle. So let's move on to the next expo, or the next show, open house, Watson's Marine in Bluff City, Tennessee. Now guys, one of the biggest reasons that I actually stopped by there is because they actually had the Demiki rep there. And he was debuting some new colors for the Demiki. So of course, yours truly is definitely going to swing in there and pick up some new colors. So I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new colors, or at least new to me. I picked up the Armor Shad in American Shad. Now this is a translucent color. It's really close to that smoke silver black, but it's more translucent. It's got smaller flake in it, and you guys know I am a big fan in clear water of a translucent bait. So I actually picked up, I'm so excited about that one, I picked up 2 packs of those. So oops, sorry, I showed you the wrong one. Yeah, there it is. 2 packs of those. So I'm really super excited, and that is in, of course, all these will be in the 3-inch version. Now, I also picked up the Armor Shad in PB Silver, and what I like about that is it's got a nice little blue back to it. But again, it's translucent. This one I'm also really excited about. Love the translucent, love the blue back on it. I also picked up the RP Pearl, or Blue Pearl. Now this has a very slight blue pearl tint, but it is also very, very translucent. Now, of course, when we start talking about smallmouth, you can't go wrong with the good old blueback chartreuse side baits. And this is exactly this. It is called SB Chartreuse. And what it is a blueback chartreuse sided bait. This is also one I can't wait to drop in the water. Those are some awesome colors, but they also had some small swim baits. Remember me saying that I had a little bit of a plan for these guys? Well, here they are. These are some really neat small swim baits. Now these swim baits are basically an armor shad with a small Kitech like boot tail. And so again, picked up about the same colors. They're 3 inches long, and so you've got the sort of that SB Chartreuse right there, that sort of blue. We've got a baby bass color. Can't go wrong there. Always got to pick up your white, and here's your white silver flake. Great color on the Demiki rig. And then we have a pearl white, which, believe it or not, is actually a little more translucent. So I picked up a few of those. Can't wait to really give those a try on some of the A rigs, the finesse A rigs that I'm actually going to use. Now, guys, I don't know if you know this. I think I've told you, but I actually have joined the Bass Munitions team. Me and Richard have been friends. He competes as a co-angler on the BFLs, on the volunteer division. He's been doing it for a long time. Richard makes soft plastics, so he is actually right up the road from me here in Virginia. Me and him talk on the phone all the time. We've been friends for several years now. We've competed against each other. And so one of the things that he actually come out with, you've heard me actually talk about the bottom hopper by Berkley. It's Havoc bottom hopper. Well, before they actually created the bottom hopper and kind of went to, you know, the Havoc, Berkley Havoc brand, they actually had these baits, and they were just called Berkley. They were shaky head worms. And so my buddy at Bass Munitions has actually came out with what looks like the old Berkley shaky head worms. Man, these things are awesome. They're flat on one side, so they're super easy to rig, but they've got some really great ridges in them. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm telling you, I am really excited about this bait. So I picked up several of those while I was out there. And guys, one of the things that he's doing now is he is doing a new swim bait, kind of like the Swing and Impact, but it's much more durable. It's an awesome bait. You need to make sure you get to his website and check it out. He's got a ton of cool colors and a lot more coming out. But these are some of the crawl baits that he does. These are the Wild Crawl and the Green Pumpkin. Love a green pumpkin on a trailer of a jig in clear water. Okay, guys, so this is a video that I filmed a couple weeks ago. Again, back in a little bit of a wardrobe change here. And the reason why is because at the time I filmed this video, I didn't get to put this video out last week like I had hoped. I hadn't quite reached 7,000 subscribers. Now, what's crazy is I'm over 7,100 subscribers now and closing in fast on 72. Guys, I know I haven't talked a lot about this giveaway. I haven't put it in a video. So, you know, I don't think it's just the giveaway that's driving the subscribers. But I want to say thanks. Thanks to everybody for going out there. I noticed that there's a lot of people been sharing some of my videos. Thank you more than I can say. It's tremendous that we're growing this fast. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. But I will tell you this summer I do plan on doing a big, because if and you know, I know it could slow down at any time, but this summer, now I'll have to get it all together, so don't hold me to this, but there's already one company that has donated and I have them in a bag over here. And I want to give a huge shout out to Norris Lake Baits. Man, they have given us I mean, you know, we're talking about $14 baits each or more. And guys, they've gave me something like 20 of them. I don't even know the exact number, but it's a huge number that we're going to give away once we hit 10,000 subscribers. It's going to be a huge, huge giveaway. I hope, as long as I can get, you know, some companies in line, I really want to do a big giveaway. And if I keep growing at the rate I'm growing at right now, which is incredibly fast for me, I could see it happening sometime around mid to late summer, maybe even sooner. I may need to start getting everybody lined up now, because the past 2 months have been incredible. And I want to say thank you guys so much. I'm extremely humbled by this, and I can't say how much I appreciate you all. But anyway, so the giveaway. So here's what we're going to do. This giveaway, I thought about doing a Gleam giveaway. Of course, you do have to be a subscriber, but you know, I'm not real sure about the whole Gleam thing, so I'm just going to do it, you know, like I always do. You know, if you win, I may have to contact you and have you provide proof if you don't share your subscriptions out, so that I can actually verify by going out and checking your YouTube page to see if you're subscribed to me. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll simply do a comment generator, or like I've done the past few times, I will actually put names in a bowl and draw you out, literally as old school as it gets. If that is the case, here's what we're giving away. We are giving away a Piscafun 7 1-to-1 Torrent Reel, a Halo 7-foot medium heavy daylight rod. I just ordered the tungsten from Opticast, so they're going to be 4 half-ounce tungsten casting style jigs that you're going to be getting. But I'll pick up those trailers and of course show you once I actually announce the giveaway. By the time they come in, we will pick a winner next Tuesday or Wednesday's video. We'll say the cutoff date will be Sunday night at 12 a.m. So just to clarify, oh, and you know, of course, I can't forget the 2 spools of line that I'm going to send you. And I can't forget, what did I do with them? Oh, here they are. The awesome Piscafun aluminum cutters / all-in-one pliers that you're going to get. So guys, you're going to get probably a prize pack. It'll be one winner. It'll be a prize pack that totals probably somewhere close to or over $200 in gear. All right, so what you have to do to enter, it's going to be real simple as always. In the comment section below, what I want you to comment is, in all the stuff that I showed you in these 2 expos, what you think you'd be most likely to catch fish on. So pick any one of the baits that you've seen, from the Demikis to the reels to the rods, whatever you think you would be most likely to catch fish on. And by Sunday, the 18th, midnight, will be the cutoff date. So I'll do the drawing that night, film it, and you'll either see it on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever the video comes out next week. All right, thank you again. Comments and questions in the comment section below. Don't forget the key phrase, pick a bait. Just name any bait in this video, or rod or reel, anything you've seen that you think you'd be most likely to catch a bass on, or any fish, crappie, whatever, you know, lake trout, who cares, whatever, catch a fish on. Any other comments are always welcome in the comment section below. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and you guys rock.